Hello everybody, it's Bryan Wester here, real estate entrepreneur, author, business strategist and international speaker. I'm sitting down here in beautiful Cape Town with Reggie Batts. Got the amazing view of Table Mountain in the back, and what we would like to do today in a very, very exclusive interview is talk about the topic of a mindset for success. So first of all, Reggie here is an internationally known speaker, business strategist and highly trained mindset coach. He has spent over 15 years traveling the world, working for the greats such as Tony Robbins, getting to know Tony extremely well and adopting all of his strategies and imparting that on the thousands of students that he teaches and gets to the next level. So first of all, Reggie, welcome. Thank you very much.
Thank you. It's nice to be here in beautiful Cape Town, South Africa.
Great stuff. Well, Reggie, to get straight into it, I'd like to ask a very important question that I know is on many people's minds. What is the importance of having the correct mindset for any entrepreneur looking to get started in business or grow their business to the next level?
Well, having a great mindset is important. There's this thing that Tony teaches called limiting beliefs. And limiting beliefs are these stories we create for ourselves which hold us back, and we believe them. So, once you have a clear mindset or a high conscious of your mind and your thoughts and all of that, that's when you can succeed. There's an old saying, your past does not equal your future. Our mindset is about 80% of everything that we do. So once we have a clear mindset, then we can move forward to accomplish the goals that we'd like to accomplish, whether it's in our business, whether it's in our personal life, whatever the case may be. So it's just about having that awareness of what's going on and that awareness of limiting beliefs and making sure that you're not, looking at your past. There's a lot of people in the past who've created businesses who have failed. That does not mean that you cannot create a business in the future. You just have to do it the right way with the correct strategy to move forward.
Now, you touched on the topic there of limiting beliefs. And now, I believe, and I'm sure you agree, that that is one of the biggest aspects that's holding each entrepreneur and business owner back.
Right.
So what are some of the strategies that you've learned over your greatly acclaimed career that you could impart to everybody watching this right now?
Well, I said it earlier, it's just having the awareness. We have to really be careful what's going on here because this controls 80%. There's the transactional and there's the transformational. And the transformational is the mindset, the transformational is the how. The reason why people have challenges accomplishing goals in their personal life and their business life is because they're so focused on how to do it as opposed to why they should do it, and they don't know how. And when you don't know how to do something, you forget about it and you don't have the motivation to move forward. So it's important to really focus on the how, because that's really going to give you the fuel to move forward. And that's how I've learned it. 15 years ago, I had no plan, I had no direction, I had no action, I had no idea what I was going to do. And even, if you were to tell me that I would be sitting here with you in Cape Town, South Africa, with this beautiful ocean, I would have never believed it, So, and there's so much more growth out there for you. So if you're not growing, you're done. If you're not growing, you're dying in every aspect of your life. So you must constantly grow in order to be fulfilled.
I couldn't agree with you more. Now, obviously, another big aspect. So once you've taken care of those limiting beliefs and you've gone on to the transformation, when an entrepreneur or business owner wants to grow to that next level, he needs to expand.
Right.
Now, how does he go about getting all of his employees and that company environment
Right.
to buy into his vision to get to that next level?
Well, the key is to make sure that you're setting a great example. The key is to make sure that you are engaging them in the vision of the organization. The vision of the organization cannot be just what's in your mind. It has to be something that's shared with everyone in the organization because they have to be part of the success. And they also have to be held accountable to make sure they're doing what they're supposed to do to contribute to the success of the organization. So many times the executive team or the leadership of an organization does not communicate that to the employees, right? And the employees play a huge part of the success of the organization. When you tie your employees into the vision of the organization and you make them part of the win, everyone congratulates together. Everyone is working together to make that happen. And you set a tone within the organization where people are going to want to be there, not because they have to be there.
Very true, very true. Now, you've obviously learned all of these strategies from your experience, from traveling around the world, from surrounding yourself by the best people, the most successful people in the world. So, with everything that you said there, what are some of the aspects that you yourself personally use on a day-to-day level to push yourself to that next level, to constantly grow and not die, and constantly improve to be the best person that you can be?
Well, I have a rule that when I look at all the time that I spend with people, and this was taught by, I think one of the top world coaches on the planet, JT Fox. He's taught me to spend most of my time, the majority of my time, with people who are far more successful than I am, and people who, what it does, it forces you to grow. If you are in a pond that's far too small, you're not going to grow, you're not going to expand. But when you put yourself in a pond that's much larger, you're forced to grow. So it's about taking yourself out of your comfort zone. It's all about, you have to be comfortable being uncomfortable, and that's how you're going to grow. I know a lot of successful people, but I don't know anyone at that high level of success living within their comfort zone, because there's no growth there.
Okay. So getting out of your comfort zone is the aspect that everybody should focus on.
Absolutely. And people, when I tell people, align yourself with people who are far more successful than you are, the first thing they tell me, well, I don't have anything to bring to the table. Everyone has something to bring to the table. Everyone. As successful as JT Fox is, he spends most of his time with people far more successful than he is. And that's why he expands, and that's why he grows, and that's why he's always 10 steps ahead of the game and innovative. And he's also coached us to be the same way. So it's been a great lesson, and the future is going to be quite amazing.
Oh, great. With that all being said, now, there's some great strategies, tactics, and limiting beliefs that have already been answered in those questions there. If you would be able to highlight one aspect of everything that you said, that everybody watching this right now could take away and immediately implement in their lives to create that transformational effect, what would that be?
I would say, do not focus on how you're going to get to your goal. Like I said earlier, focus on the why. Now, the how is important, but the key is to figure out who it is you want to be or what it is you want to be. Find out who's doing it and be coached. Not someone who did it 5 years ago, not someone who did it 2 years ago, someone doing it today. Because coaching and advice must be relevant. I oftentimes see people taking business advice from people who do not own a business. That's not very wise. So not only do you want to take advice from someone who owns a business, but you want to take advice from people who own a business that's running successfully today. That's the key.
Okay. Fantastic. Well, Reggie, I can tell you that it's been a complete honor for myself, and I can say the same for everybody that will be watching this. They can take these strategies, go out, implement it immediately, create that transformation, and completely change their life.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me. This has been a pleasure. It's great, and I just really appreciate it.
It's fantastic. Thank you, Reggie. Thank you very much.
Likewise.